Shit. Fucking, what's up? Kids. Kids are awesome. Kids are so awesome. Except for when they're not, right? And I've been there. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here now. It's why I'm here now making this video. It's why I'm here now with my daughters and my youngest son. It's why I'm living the way I'm living. It's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I want to tell you about it. It'll help you out. It's helped me out. It's helped me a lot. So much. So I want to tell you about it. And that is, I just had a conversation with my daughter, and you know how good it feels? You know how awesome it feels? How amazing it feels to not only have your daughters here with you and your son and your animals and be living here. I was cutting my head off in my video. It's awesome. It's super awesome living here this way with my family and my animals and doing what we're doing, even in the times when it's kind of tough, when it's kind of hard, when it's kind of a struggle. But it's super awesome. Super duper awesome because it feels so good. It feels so good that my daughter is here with me. Well, my daughters, but my oldest daughter is who I'm speaking of in particular. Jolene is here with me, and she's 21 years old now. She's 21 and a half almost. And she's here. And you know how good it feels to be here with her. Not only last night I was sitting and thinking about it, that we cook meals together. We share in cooking meals together. We're going to cook a meal tonight together. We already have it planned. We know what we're doing. And we're cooking a meal together for our family. And I say our family because she's part of my family. I'm part of hers. This is our family. Curtis and I may have started it, but it's our family. And so we share in hobbies and activities and tasks and chores and fun and pain and love and laughter and everything in between together with our family. And it feels so good. It feels so good. Especially because I am one of those parents of the generation right now of 40-year-old parents, somewhere in their 40s, maybe their 50s. There's a lot of parents I've seen that are in their like 40s and 50s right now, and they're suffering so hard from the disconnect between themselves and their children, themselves and their family, maybe 60s even, because I was doing some of it with my dad. Don't mind the rattling noise of the roofing I need to address and work on and fix from the gusty, like, tornado, hurricane force winds we get up here. It's fucking insane at times. So my roofing's clack, 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 clack. Hear it? Clack, 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 clack. Got work to do, but I'm crocheting. Look at these fun pants I'm crocheting. I'm going to call them Starbright. Starbright pants. I'm going to wear these babies, I think. Those are me. Those are my colors. Anyways, back to it. I am one of those parents that has an older son. You don't see him in our videos. He's not here. He's not about. He's MIA, kind of. He's not totally MIA. We talk, we communicate, we have communication. We're not like not talking. However, we've had time periods where the talking and communication and whatnot was so limited, was so small, and sucked. It hurt so much. And I'll tell you, I will take full responsibility in so much of that because of the fact of, one, I raised this kid. So I raised him to some degree to think the way he thinks, to judge the way he does, to love the way he does, to believe the way he does. To some degree, I had influence, but mostly on his own opinion of himself, his beliefs, his wants, his desires, all that when he was little. I put the value there. I helped him evaluate and value himself, because that's what we do as parents to our children when they're young, especially before they're like 7 years old. We program their brain to think and believe the way they think and believe. us and, well, the rest of the world, society. And it could be by direct interaction the society has on them, or just the interaction and relation that society had on you and your parents and your grandparents and their parents and their da da da. It's layers deep. There's layers to this shit. Like tiramisu. Oh no, for real. But so I get it. I totally get it. But I am one of those parents that had years of struggling with my son, the disconnect between us. And because that's so painful, like so painful. That's one of the most painful things I've ever experienced, is the disconnect that my oldest son and I have had. Because, man, we were homies. We like hung out. We grew up together. I was only 15 when I got pregnant with him. And so, we were homies, even if I was seriously affecting our experience. And not like, but I was what I knew, what I understood, the programming I was under. And that caused a lot of pain. That caused a lot of pain for me, for my other children, because of what they have not got to have and experience in their life based on this disconnection. And I see it in so many other parents. I see it in other parents my age, and I see it in my parents' age people. So like my mother-in-law's age people, my parents' age, that age group. And my parents were young parents and I was young, so there's a little sway in there. But for real, there seems to be a lot of parents that are like, my kids won't talk to me, or kids are like, I've disconnected myself from my parents. I've put up that boundary and I'm just not fucking talking to them. And it's like, dude, I get it, because I went through that short period of time through that, but I did go through it. Mostly it was like, well, you can talk to me, but don't fucking think about talking to my kids. But I wasn't really talking to my kids. I didn't keep them from talking to my kids. I kept them from spending time with my children, as in influencing them and taking them to places and people that I was like, what the fuck? What are you doing? And then telling them crazy shit. Sorry, my shoulder itches here. Man. Woo. So yeah, not sorry. Unapologetically, right? We're working on that sorry fucking thing. Curtis said that to me a couple weeks ago. He said, stop saying sorry, I'm tired of hearing fucking sorry. And we had all kind of gotten in a habit of saying sorry because of us bumping into each other in the cabin throughout the winter. It's tight quarters in there, and with me and my love for my big giant dogs, we had them in there with us too, because you know they're family. And fucking, we were all like, sorry, I bumped you. Sorry. And he's like, stop saying sorry. So, unapologetically me. Sorry. I want to say that all the time, but no. My shoulder itch. Why would I say sorry about my shoulder itching? I digress and derail, and maybe not digress, but just derail a little bit. The point here is, it is amazing to have my other 4 children, maybe not my oldest, when I was figuring out life and when I was figuring out the rest of my programming and how much I still had, and then some of my fucking trauma, for sure. There was tons of fucking trauma, I know. And I tried to keep that to a minimum as far as how much of that I gave out and influenced from. But it's real, you know? It's fucking real. So, it's there. However, it's amazing to have my daughter here, and that wouldn't be possible unless I changed how I thought and felt and believed and acted and chose the choices I've made the last 7 years. In the time that my son and I have disconnected, I started being like, what the fuck? Shit's going the same way it did with me and my parents, and this ain't cool. And what it is our choices. It's how we choose. It's how we decide. It's how we believe. And mostly how we do for ourselves, therefore we do for others. So if you're under the program and you're under somebody else telling you what to do and how to do and who to be and what to look like and how to dress and what to put on your fucking face and what you should have in your car, what kind of house you should live in, and what you should believe, I mean, because your soul is at stake here, what you should believe and how many past lives you've had and what the tarot cards say or what the Bible says or whatever the fuck it is that you're conflicted about. This is influencing your whole fucking life and is causing you to make choices that influence those you love the mostest. The ones you love the most. The ones you love the most are the ones that are going to be like, really? That's not what you're doing or saying or being or whatever. And they're going to judge. So if you're judging, they're going to learn to judge in some way or another. They may not judge like you. They may not judge in the ways that you do, but they're going to probably judge you, because it's what we do. We judge those we love super hard. We have high expectations for those we love. We have super high fucking expectations for those we love. So think about how you're choosing and acting and being and doing and living. How are you spending your time? I'm telling you, if you're having disconnection issues with your family and you do not understand why, go inside. Ask yourself. If you start having the same issues to some degree or another that everybody else is having, that's like, what the fuck? You can change it. Peace. Love. See you.